Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Coach Evans. And today we're going to recap the 10-9 victory over the Denver Broncos. Ugly game, stressful game. It's a lot of words that can go into what happened yesterday that just wasn't good. The good part about it, we got a win. We're 8-4. The number one seed in the AFC, it has 2 losses, and there are like 3 teams with 3 losses, maybe 4, and then we sit right there. So if we can find a way to put the string together some victories, still with these under 500 teams, there's still a chance. There's still a chance, even though yesterday looked bad offensively. There's still a chance. So am I throwing the season away? No. I hope Lamar's injury is no more than 2 or 3 weeks. I hope Pat Queen's injury is no more than 2 or 3 weeks. I hope Ronnie's back soon. I hope Marcus Williams is back soon. If we can get all those guys back within 2 or 3 weeks, we got a chance to still pursue the goals. It's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be really, really tough and hard to do. So again, I got a few notes to kind of talk about the game, to recap it, and then we're gonna get you guys out of here. Starting off, Lamar's hurt. Hopefully this injury is not a long injury. Hope it's like a bruise where he can come back in 2 or 3 weeks. That bulk, I want to talk about the bulk. Lamar bulked up, I think, for this reason, because he runs a lot. So I think that's why he bulked up, to put the extra weight on. I still think he's fast as heck. I do think he's lost a step with the mass. But I think had he not bulked up, he probably would have been hurt 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks ago. So I think I didn't like the fact that he bulked up first, but he knows his body way better than me, and what he goes through every week way better than me or anybody else. So I think him bulking up ended up being for the best, and he lasted, what's his week, 13 weeks, running a lot. And we just hope that this is a minor injury. He can come back and be the great quarterback that we know him to be. Huntley came in and did what backups do. Don't lose the game. He was extremely efficient. He had the one really bad decision on the interception. But for the most part, he did what a backup's supposed to do. Came in, got rid of the ball, ran the offense that's presented to him the best he could. Let's talk about the O-line for a minute, though. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Huntley was running for his life on pass plays. So what that tells me is Lamar has a little bit more trust in the O-line than Huntley does. Or maybe it was because Falele was in there. Because if you remember back to early in the season when we were in the same situation with Falele, people were coming off that left side just like he was pouring out water. And so I was thinking that it was the O-line hole, but I just remembered that Falele was in the game. So maybe it was because of him that he was running for his life, because Lamar ran for his life too when Falele was in the game. I remember Lamar dropping back and physically looking to the left to see if anybody was coming, because of, the third string left tackle was in there that had never played left tackle in his life. But I like Falele. He's just not ready yet, and I think we put him in a bad spot at left tackle, but what choice do we have? The first string left tackle's hurt. McCarry got hurt. What choice do we really have? And to play a third string guy at left tackle, I don't think there's no team in the NFL that has a third string left tackle that's going to win versus starters. I understand everybody's in the NFL, but no third string left tackle is going to win versus another team's starters, no matter who that starter is. My next question is, with us not being able to run the ball, when's Joe D gonna get some blame? We blame Harbaugh, we blame Roman. When's the O-line coach gonna get some of this blame? When's he go? We blame EDC. O-line coach spend every day with these guys. When is he gonna get some of the blame? When are we gonna put some of that onus on to him and not Harbaugh so much, not EDC so much, not Roman so much? Because those 3 guys, they get their share of blame. But I don't think anybody's ever mentioned the O-line coach. I know this is my first time mentioning it, so I've been guilty of it too. When's the O-line coach gonna get some of this blame? As far as the receivers, Mark dropped the tough one, but for the most part, they caught the balls that were thrown to them. If you go look at the stat sheet, everybody, like if you had 3 targets, you caught 2. Or you had 2 targets, you caught 2. For the most part, the only person that had multiple not caught balls was Mark Andrews. I think he was 4 for 7. Everybody else was like 5. I think somebody was 6 for 6. Somebody was 2 for 3. So a couple people were 2 for 2. I think likely may have been 4 for 4 or something like that. But for the most part, they caught balls that were thrown to them. Quick game. Quick game was what we used with Huntley. I don't know if that was the plan to use before Lamar got out, but when Huntley was in the game, the ball came out quick. The plays came in quick. And we only saw 25 plays with Pat Ricardo on the field. He only played 35% of the snaps. 35. Now my question is, was that the plan anyway? Or did that happen because Huntley was in the game? That's what we need to know. Lastly, on the offense, Huntley, if he starts Sunday, he's going to have to hit a deep ball or 2. Because if he don't, all 11 Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be in the box or somewhere close to the line of scrimmage. He going to have to hit a deep ball or 2 or 3 to get them safeties out the box. And if he don't, you won't be able to run it. They're going to sit on your quick stuff, and you're going to have to depend on somebody making somebody miss. So that's we'll talk about that later on in the week. Let's bump over to the defensive side. The grocers did their job. The Whole Food grocers did their job. They weren't dollar store grocers yesterday. They were Whole Foods grocers. They were healthy, and they got after it. Only gave up 3 field goals. Gave up 2 field goals on drives, and then they gave up a field goal after Huntley threw the interception, which was big. That was huge. That really, I think, saved us having a chance to win the game. And you could say save the game. But only gave up 9 points. Roquan had 11 tackles. Queen had 9 tackles before he was hurt, and I hope he's okay. Hamilton was back in there flying around, making tackles, and his improvement from week 1 to now is ridiculous. The way he's flying around and making tackles and playing the run, it's I ain't gonna say it's impressive, but it's what I was expecting from day 1. And to see him doing it now, I'm cool with him taking a minute to learn and know what to do. And with a rookie, you gotta kind of give him a pass. You don't really want to give first rounders a pass, well, not a pass, but time to learn. But they all need time to learn. They learn. They're young. NFL's hard. They're young. You just got to give them time. And me, myself, personally, got to realize that also, too. And not put so much onus on rookies. Let's see what else we got. Oweh finally got his stat sheet. Oweh had a sack, a TFL, and a QB hit. So hopefully that'll springboard him into doing more next week, because we definitely going to need him down the stretch, because he gets a lot of PT. But he got a sack, a TFL, and a QB hit. So hopefully those numbers continue to grow and he play better, and he can be a part of that good rotation at outside linebacker. Bowser, Houston, Campbell, Matabike had constant pressure in the pass game and versus the run. Those guys played, I don't want to say lights out, but they were solid. They were solid into holding Denver to only 9 points, 3 field goals. I'm gonna say 6 points, because after that field goal, after the interception, they were kind of already in field goal range. So I'm gonna say 6 points. And lastly, I'm gonna leave you with this, because we talked about the grocers. Denver only had 88 rushing yards. They only had 189 passing yards, 0 TDs. And a lot of people gonna say, well, that's Denver, they suck anyway. You can only play who on your schedule. Grocers did their job versus the opponent that was put in front of them. They better do their job next week versus the opponent put in front of them, because they got to carry us right now. They got to carry us. Our bologna sandwich on the other side with the good bread, we now don't have the good bread. So now we're just a bologna sandwich on bunny bread. And hopefully the defense / grocers can keep this good play up and help us out next week and hold Pittsburgh to 17 to 23 points, and hopefully we can, by some miracle, we can score 17 to 23 points and get another dub and move to 9-4, if I'm not mistaken. But this is my recap. This is my 2 cents. Let me know if you agree or disagree with what I said in the comments. Like, subscribe, share. Roundtable tonight at 9 o'clock. See you guys later. Peace. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Later. Oh, I'm sorry, Marlo. That is referencing to me putting a poll up in my live stream saying Marlo was overrated, and he's been playing lights out since then. So this is my official apology to you, Marlon Humphreys. I'm so sorry that I called you overrated.